Hello, everyone. Um, I'm a little sad still because I lost someone close to me this week. But I'm going to take a moment to answer this Jack and Jill question or comment on this Jack and Jill situation and some things that I do. So, I have a couple different businesses, and then one of the businesses I assist individuals with filing for their divorce, meaning I just prepare paperwork for them when in the process of filing for a divorce. Sometimes in the course of attempting to do that, I discover that people really don't want to get a divorce, and then I offer them my other service, which is essentially relationship coaching, but from a spiritual basis. And I'm not talking religious, but I'm talking spiritual, because sometimes people are undergoing like a spiritual awakening, and two people are undergoing at different times, and it really puts a strain on the relationship. But other times I find that people are getting a divorce because of some silly reason, and I call it silly because I'm like, oh, she doesn't wash the dishes. Okay. That kind of thing. Not some major stuff. There's some major things where I'm, of course, an advocate for, divorce. I've been divorced multiple times. I am good at it. And I think there's some times when you enter situations where in the beginning you never should have been there, but you got there. And definitely if there's ever a case of abuse on either party, I'm all for divorce. Right? So today I was working with a Jill, and so the Jill was like, hey, I want to complete my paperwork, but I don't really want to file them. I said, okay, why are you filling them out? Now, side note, I was a Jill at one point, and I filled out papers for a divorce and had them for over a year and a half before I filed them. So I knew I was going to file them, and I spent the next year and a half attempting to work the situation out before I eventually ended up having to file them. Okay, keep that in mind. So the Jill said, well, if he just grows up, I could stay. He just grows up. That's a loaded thing. What does that mean if he just grows up? What is it about him that you don't like so much to where you guys have to get a divorce? And after further conversation, I can understand that they pretty are at an impasse. They are both kind of being on the, I want you to do this. No, I want you to do this. I want you to do this. No, I want you to do this. Well, if you're not going to do what I want you to do, I'm not going to do what you want me to do. Nah, boo boo. Right? So, does it come across as being kind of childish and immature? Yes. Are these two individuals who are a perfect candidate for doing some coaching? Yes. But, as I said to Jill, two people must want to work on the relationship. Coaching for one person is sometimes effective, but not as nearly effective as coaching for two people. I have another situation where there's coaching for one person that's working out really well, because that individual realized that, no, I really don't want a divorce. I would like to save my marriage. So it can be done. But the main thing is, if you and your partner are in a situation where you do not respect the person as an adult, you see each other as a child, it is a possibility that the two of you are not meant to be together, or at least not at this time. Because I do know some people who have gotten married and divorced and gotten back together. Sometimes it's good to just separate and say, hey, we're going to be apart for 3 months and think about it. And I mean separate and not be with somebody else, because that just muddies up the waters. But if you separate and you're both with other people, might as well get divorced anyway. But sometimes it's really good to just take time apart and think, and maybe have some scheduled meetings with each other where you discuss what it is that's kind of annoying you about the other person, and whether or not you think that the two of you could work on it. So that's my 2 cents for today. Take some time, separate, have some scheduled appointments to talk with each other about the situation. Meaning, don't just bring it up randomly on a call. Say, hey, let's talk Thursday, 2 p.m. Just like you would go to work, you go to that meeting Thursday, 2 p.m. And you guys say, we're only going to spend an hour talking about this. Whatever we can discuss in an hour is what we discuss in an hour. Have that discussion. Let it be until your next meeting. All right. I hope this helps somebody. You guys have a wonderful week. Bye.